That open. Yeah. It's nice. Yeah, it's nerves in the end. The temple does. Get up a little higher. Do it. Do it right hand. That's it. Right hand. Quick. We do it. We do it. Do it right hand. There you go. That's it. Quick. Like this. There you go. We do it right. I can get to you.
Teofimo Lopez isn't easing into this camp. He's locking in like a man who knows exactly what's waiting on the other side of the ring. Preparing for a technician like Shakur Stevenson isn't about flash or bravado. It's about discipline, timing, control. And that's exactly where Teofimo's mindset is right now.
We'll get to here, but it's not. Don't need another step. Yeah. Sure. That's him. Make him head back here to the wall. Yeah. Like that. That's it. Right hand. That's it. We do it right hand.
The sessions coming out of his camp reveal a sharp, stripped-down approach, explosive pad work, precise foot placement, sudden rhythm changes, and drills focused on cutting off angles rather than chasing them. This isn't reckless aggression. It's calculated pressure. At the center of it all, as always, is his father and head coach, Teofimo Lopez Sr., pushing him mentally as much as physically. Their dynamic is intense and demanding, built on years of trust, sacrifice, and belief. Lopez Sr. is drilling patience into him, reminding him that you don't beat a mover by forcing moments. You beat him by setting traps. The strength and conditioning remains brutal. Explosive lifts, short sprints, and relentless core work designed to keep that snap deep into the later rounds. What stands out most is the balance of this camp. Teofimo isn't chasing knockouts. He's sharpening his instincts, tightening the gaps, and preparing to impose his will round by round against a fighter who punishes every mistake. On the other side of this chess match, Shakur Stevenson's camp is quiet, surgical, almost boring to outsiders. Exactly how he likes it. His preparation is built on repetition and precision. Distance control, feints, and defensive drills designed to make mistakes disappear. Head trainer K. Koroma and the coaching staff are sharpening fundamentals and running scenarios tailored specifically to Teofimo's explosive bursts and sudden gear changes. Expect constant lateral movement, stop-start footwork, and angle resets after every exchange. A style built to frustrate, disarm, and quietly take control.
July 12th, demolishment. We're gonna demolish him. Guy's way too slow, Shakur's too sharp, too fast, too strong.
Sparring features bigger, explosive partners, designed to pressure him mentally and physically. The conditioning is smooth but relentless, keeping him sharp and clear-headed deep into the later rounds. There's no trash talk, just confidence in preparation. Shakur isn't training to showcase power. He's training to remove options, frustrate Lopez, and force one costly mistake to decide the fight.
So far, it came going great. We about a month away from fight day. Everything going according to plan. Court look great, man, great. He getting the rounds in. Everything going according to schedule. We coming for the victory. You know, me as a trainer, I don't train to go the distance. I think that's wear and tear on the body. You put all the work in camp to make the fight night as easy as possible, and that's what he going.
And that's where it flips, seamlessly, from Shakur's quiet, surgical preparation to Teofimo Lopez walking in like a man who knows exactly who he is and isn't asking permission. Watching his interview, you can feel the confidence through the screen. It's not loud. It's not performative. It's that calm conviction that becomes uncomfortable if you're standing on the other side. Teofimo isn't chasing resumes or arguing odds. He's speaking like someone who believes this fight is happening now because the boxing gods finally aligned it. Exactly when it was supposed to.
And when I say grand fashion, I mean going for the knockout.
Well, I think that the whole thing with the Bible of boxing really is that if you look for the knockout, you won't get it. You know, I think really it's just all about setting the good pace early in the beginning rounds and then going from there, setting that tone. I think that I don't see him going those 12 rounds. This is his first time moving up to 140. A lot of these guys can say a lot of things about me not knocking them out or whatnot, but they don't come and try to fight me after they feel this power. So it's for a reason. It carries. It does.
And I love how he shuts down the knockout obsession without dodging it. He's essentially saying, if you chase the finish, you lose the plot. But if you set the tone early, power eventually introduces itself. That's veteran thinking from a fighter people still label as reckless. Teofimo understands that 140 is different. He knows Shakur is moving up, and he's betting that pressure plus pace equals a rude awakening. What really stands out is how comfortable Teofimo is being the underdog again.
That I'm someone that, you know, is all about against all odds. I've been like that since me winning the 2015 U.S. Olympic trials and didn't, you know, have my spot for the Olympic berth and to represent Team USA in 2016 Olympic Games. I think my whole thing's always been that way, you know. So even Richard Comey, you know, when I won my first world title back in 2019 at 22, against the champion himself, you know, a lot of the odds were always against me, and I think that's when I perform my best, and I look forward to doing that again.
We've seen this movie before. Everyone doubts him. Chaos swirls around him. And suddenly, that's when he's at his best. When Teofimo talks about Shakur from the amateurs, the respect is real. But don't get it twisted. That nostalgia ends when the bell rings. No friendship energy. No shared gym politics. Just you're trying to take my crown and I'm not having it. This is Teofimo in his natural habitat. Doubted, motivated, and fully convinced that when it's just you, him, and the lights, belief plus explosiveness can still break structure. You don't have to agree with him. But if you're not taking him seriously by now, that's on you.
When it comes to it, competition is competition, man. This is competition and currency, you know, and you can't be friends in this game. I don't see it. I think that's what makes them soft. It's what makes our era a little bit fragile. So I think the guys like myself that still carry that with the heart of a champion and holding the Ring Magazine world title, I think that maybe we have a different form of looking at it and make boxing great.
And just when you think this buildup is going to stay respectful and tactical, the press conference flips into controlled chaos in about 5 seconds flat. Watching it, you can't help but think, yeah, this is what happens when two confidence engines collide, and neither one has a reverse gear. Teofimo Lopez Sr. isn't whispering game plans. He's basically saying, we've cracked codes before and we'll do it again. You can feel the confidence, honed over years of seeing it actually work. But Shakur isn't budging an inch. He's smiling, nodding, and sending the message. You might have broken other fighters, but you've never faced this version of me. And that's where it gets spicy. This isn't just trash talk for clicks. This is two warriors genuinely believing the other hasn't felt real pressure yet.
You've had to come up with some good game plans over the years to beat some great fighters, Lomachenko, Taylor, among them. How difficult is this man, Shakur Stevenson, to prepare for?
Well, I see their weakness. That's what I do. You know, we broke the code with with Loma that nobody had ever done. You know, we didn't let him get comfortable in there. You saw that, you know, within like 8 rounds, he didn't know what to do. I did the same thing with Josh Taylor, and we're gonna do the same thing with Shakur.
All right.
You've got Teofimo talking about unpredictability like it's a superpower, and Shakur firing back that the real weakness isn't feet or hands. It's the mental cracks waiting to be touched. Half of it feels like a chess match. The other half feels like two men arguing over who invented confidence. The father-son dynamic adds another layer. When Teofimo Sr. jumps in, it's not hype. It's protection, sharpened by years of experience. Meanwhile, Shakur keeps it laser-focused on him versus Teofimo, never letting the corner step in. And through all the noise, here's the funniest part. Both of them sound completely convinced the other is about to have a very bad night. No rehearsed lines. No politenats. Just raw belief colliding in public. You can laugh at the back and forth, but moments like this tell you something real. Neither man plans to bend to the other's comfort zone. This isn't friendly tension. It's two undefeated mindsets arguing over whose reality is going to survive January 31st.
Listen to Teofimo Sr., any reaction to what he just said?
I'm not none of them fighters. I think that he did some great things against them guys. I seen a lot of weaknesses in his game too, and something that he said earlier, he said, Teo never lost to Southpaw. Well, I never lost to Orthodox. So, it ain't no different, but
the difference is you never fought no elite fighter.
Okay, I don't think y'all did either.
Oh, so you gotta show it, baby.
Here's my honest read. Strip away the noise, the camps, and the press conference theatrics, and this fight comes down to one thing. Who breaks their own habits first, not who looks better on paper. If Shakur stays perfectly clean, disciplined, and patient, he can absolutely box his way into long stretches of control, making Teofimo question his timing. But here's the danger. Teofimo doesn't need control. He needs moments, and moments are where structure cracks. This fight won't turn into an early highlight reel, and it won't stay pretty all night either. I see rounds where Shakur makes it look effortless, punctuated by sudden bursts where Teofimo reminds everyone that one wrong reset costs everything. The key is pace. If Teofimo can force Shakur to work just a little harder than he wants, especially in the middle rounds, the dynamic shifts fast. Shakur's IQ is elite, but Teofimo's explosiveness isn't theoretical. It shows up whether you invite it or not. My prediction, not a blowout, not a snoozer. I lean toward Teofimo late, not because he outboxes Shakur, but because pressure plus belief plus timing creates chaos that pure control can't always contain. And don't be surprised if half the audience walks away thinking the other guy won. This is the kind of fight where inches, not knockdowns, decide the verdict.
Y'all did either. I ain't see.
Not on my son.
I ain't see Lomachenko throw no punches.
You
for
never
6
been on a
rounds.
big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches for
You
6
never
rounds.
been on a big stage like
I
this.
didn't see Lomachenko throw punches.
'Cause we
for 6
froze him.
rounds. Okay, you gonna see?
We gonna freeze you too.
You better not throw the towel in.
Come on, man. You out of your mind.
Okay.
Shit. My son fought without no air. My son fought without no air against Cambosos.
You can't fight for
got
your
balls.
son. You can't fight
You
for
gonna
your
tell
son.
me, man? Come on.
You can't fight for your son.
I bet you gonna quit.
Yeah, okay, you gonna see.
When you zoom out and stack it all together, this isn't just a fight about styles, it's a fight about identity. One man believes structure and control will solve everything. The other believes pressure and belief can bend structure until it snaps. Both camps are locked in. Confidence is sky high on both sides, and nobody sounds like they're planning to adjust once things get uncomfortable. That's why this one feels special. It's not loud hype. It's conviction colliding in real time. And those are the fights that usually age the best, whether the scorecards agree or not. So now I want to hear from you. How do you see this playing out? Is Shakur putting on a masterclass? Or is Teofimo dragging him into deep water late? If you love boxing, powerful punches, and real fight breakdowns, make sure to subscribe to VIP Punch. Hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and share this video with true boxing fans. VIP Punch, where every punch matters.